Some truths hurt because they're true. People often think cats live simple lives. Eat, sleep, play, repeat. But when you spend years observing them, you start noticing something else. Cats understand truths that many humans spend a lifetime trying to avoid. They do not argue with reality. They do not waste energy wishing things were different. They accept what is, and then decide what to do next. Over the years, my cats have taught me many lessons. Some were comforting, others were not. These are 5 hard truths that cats seem to understand far better than we do. Lesson 1. Not everyone is meant to stay. One of the hardest lessons in life is realizing that not every relationship is meant to last forever. We want every friendship to remain strong. We want every family relationship to stay close. We want every love story to continue. But life doesn't work that way. Sometimes people enter our lives for a season. Sometimes they teach us something important. Sometimes we teach them something. And then the journey continues in different directions. Cats understand this better than humans. A cat doesn't spend years wondering why another cat moved on. They don't sit around wishing things could return to the way they once were. They accept change. That doesn't mean they don't care. It means they understand that holding on and moving forward are not the same thing. Some departures are painful. Some departures are unexpected. But not every ending is a failure. Sometimes an ending is simply the end of a chapter. And the sooner we accept that, the sooner we can appreciate what was rather than mourn what no longer is. Lesson 2. Love does not mean access. Many people believe that love should grant unlimited access to another person's life. Cats disagree. Anyone who has lived with a cat knows this. A cat can love you deeply. They can sleep beside you every night, follow you from room to room, wait by the door when you come home. And yet there will still be moments when they want to be left alone. Their affection does not erase their boundaries. Humans often struggle with this. We assume that if someone loves us, they should always be available, always willing, always open. But healthy relationships require boundaries. You can love someone and still say no. You can care deeply and still protect your peace. Love is not ownership. Love is not entitlement. Love is respect. And respect includes recognizing where another person's boundaries begin. Lesson 3. Being needed is not the same as being valued. This lesson can be painful. Some people keep us around because we solve problems, because we help, because we listen, because we give, because we make their lives easier. But being useful and being valued are not always the same thing. Cats know this. A cat has no interest in earning affection through constant service. They don't spend their lives proving their worth. Their value exists whether they're entertaining you or sleeping in a sunbeam. Humans often fall into the trap of believing they must constantly provide something to deserve love. But if someone only appreciates you when you're helping them, that isn't appreciation. It's dependency. The people who truly value you will still value you when you have nothing left to give. Lesson 4. Closure is rare. Many people spend years waiting for answers, waiting for explanations, waiting for apologies, waiting for a final conversation that somehow makes everything make sense. But life rarely provides perfect closure. Sometimes people leave without explaining why. Sometimes opportunities disappear. Sometimes relationships end with unanswered questions. Cats don't need closure. They watch actions. When a door closes, they don't spend years asking why the door closed. They focus on what comes next. That doesn't mean the loss doesn't hurt. It means they don't allow unanswered questions to become permanent obstacles. You may never receive the explanation you want, but you can still move forward. You can still heal. And you can still build a meaningful life without all the answers. Lesson 5. Your your best may still not be enough. This may be the hardest truth of all. We are often taught that if we work hard enough, care enough, or try hard enough, everything will work out. But reality is more complicated. Sometimes you do everything right, and you still lose. Sometimes you give your best effort, and it still isn't enough. The job goes to someone else. The relationship ends. The opportunity disappears. The dream doesn't happen. Cats understand failure differently. They don't spend weeks questioning their worth because one leap didn't work. They adjust, they learn, and they try again. Failure does not automatically mean you were wrong. Sometimes it simply means that life had a different outcome than you hoped. And there is strength in accepting that reality without letting it define you. The world would be easier if these lessons weren't true. But they are. Not everyone is meant to stay. Love does not grant unlimited access. Being needed is not the same as being valued. Closure is rare. And sometimes your best is still not enough. My cats never taught me these lessons with words. They taught them through the way they lived, through the way they adapted, through the way they accepted reality and kept moving forward. Perhaps that is why cats appear so calm. They spend far less time arguing with the truth than we do.